Are you made of cells? Do you have a cell phone? Well, boy, do I have the class for you. Welcome to the wonderful world of AP Biology.
Biology is the study of living organisms. The study of biology can relate to almost everything in your lives and has a constant presence in every environment. Throughout this course, we develop on the pre-existing knowledge from living environment and go more into depth with certain topics. To start off the year, we begin with the unit Chemistry of Life. This topic is about biochemistry, carbon functional groups, and macromolecules. To explain more, biochemistry is the study of atoms, protons, neutrons, electrons, and bonding properties of all molecules. All bonds are important, however, hydrogen bonds tie into DNA and its ability to split easily during the process of DNA replication.
Did you know there are properties of water? Let me show you. Water can stick to itself and even climb against gravity. Mind blowing. That, my friend, is adhesion and cohesion. You know, plants, bacteria, and animals all have cells. These cells have organelles throughout. These organelles can talk to other cells and even make proteins. This crazy little membrane surrounding the cell is a high phospholipid bilayer that is hydrophilic and hydrophobic. Allows materials to go in and out of the cell. Amazing.
Heard of cellular respiration or photosynthesis? In this class, we dissect the cell processes and go more into detail about each process. Energy is harvested throughout this process. Adenosine triphosphate, more commonly known as ATP, contains stored energy in each bond between the phosphate molecules and is the source of energy to fuel other reactions that take place in the cell. ATP transfers energy by transferring electrons through redox reactions.
Yeah. Alright, I gotta go, Mom. Alright, bye. Love you. Just how people talk, cells also communicate. They communicate through signals and transduction pathways. These external signals are converted into responses within the cells. In a cell, each signaling molecule binds to a receptor protein, and this creates a response within the cell and relays a signal to the target molecule in the cell. Then the cell signaling leads to either regulation or transcription of an internal signal.
Cells are a very reoccurring topic throughout this course. Cell division was explained on a much different level this year. For instance, bet you didn't know meiosis consisted of one replication but 2 consecutive divisions. Meiosis 1 reduces the number of chromosomes from diploid to haploid, and meiosis 2 produces 4 genetically different haploid cells. Look around. You all came from single sperm and egg. Notice how everyone's different. Everyone has different phenotypes. Variations in genes can occur through numerous ways, through crossing over and random fertilization. Variety contributes to evolution and serves as advantageous to individuals.
Do you like breeding your own flies? In AP Biology, we had the opportunity to breed our own fruit flies. We were put to the task to analyzing the F1 and F2 generations and determining the sex of the flies while contrasting with phenotypes each fly possessed.
We dove into genes this year and studied Gregor Mendel's work. He worked to uncover the fundamental laws of inheritance. He primarily worked with pea plants, however, his discoveries alluded to the awareness of the passing down of parental genes to offspring and the dominant or recessive paths they follow. Everyone resembles their parents in one way or another. This can mean either by physical appearance or behaviors performed. This is all due to genetics and which traits you inherited from your parents. By taking this class, you can learn all about independent assortment, incomplete dominance, codominance, and the patterns of inheritance from a P generation to an F1 generation.
Charles Darwin? I'm sure you've heard of that name before. He was a man who discovered the ideas of evolution. He worked with finches to determine their different beak sizes and saw the differences that they possessed. On each island he went to, he noticed the same birds had different features, which led him to discover the ideas of genetic drift and evolution. The last topic we covered this year was ecology, the study of how organisms relate to one another. Have you ever wondered what a rock does for an animal's environment? Well, we learned that this is an abiotic factor and that it is crucial to all animals' environments.
Do you ever wonder how species originate? Well, take AP Biology if you want to find out why. We study the origin of species. Isolation is proved to be a main determinant in species forming. Allopatric speciation is when species become geographically isolated and develop into two different species, whereas sympatric speciation is when a species still lives in the same area, however, develops into different species as well. Another thing that affects differentiation of species is prezygotic and postzygotic barriers. These hinder the development of species and can alter the fertilization and viability for future offspring.
No.
Thank you, Joseph.
Anytime. Just stop.